difference. Springfield Public Safety Education teaches the community how to stay safe, from fire prevention to emergency preparedness. We take a closer look at their efforts to keep you informed. Now we are standing here with Captain Price. He is the public education officer here for the Springfield Fire Department. Give us the rundown. What does public safety mean?
Well, that's a good question. So public education or public safety, a lot of times people just look at us as showing up and doing inspections, and they may not like that particular part. But really what it amounts to is all of the things that we take for granted where we live, being able to go to a hotel, to a restaurant, to a movie, to an apartment, and not having to be afraid of fire all of the time. So that's really what it amounts to. There's a lot of places that don't have good code enforcement, but all of the codes are put into place because of tragedies that have happened in the past and trying to do something about that to prevent that same tragedy from happening in the future.
And so with your role, you guys also do a lot of school inspections, some school safety stuff?
Absolutely. So two parts to our protecting kids at school. One part is the inspections to make sure that everything is, when we say up to code, what we really mean is everything is safe. So just as an example, people oftentimes will not know that they're doing something that is not safe. They might even do it, well-meaning. So as an example, I went to a school one time. We were doing inspections, and the art teacher had put up some fabric, and it was beautiful what they had done, but it was not the type of fabric that needs to be in a school. If you're going to put stuff up, it needs to be such a type that it's not going to catch fire, not going to spread fire, and so forth. We've seen events happen like that, so that's why the code is in place. But she didn't know. She's an art teacher. So in the same way, that's what happens with our school inspections. We go in and just make sure that the school is safe. That's one part. And then we also have, Springfield started something called the Adopt a School program. And as far as we know, that's unique to Springfield, Illinois. There's other places that have had a program, but basically what that means is the firefighters go and read and stuff like that. Well, besides that, what we do is we do all of their safety drills with them. Since our firefighters are the first responders to most of the issues that are going to happen in a school, we need to know how to respond in an appropriate way. So our department schedules all of the fire drills, the police lockdown drills. We do that in companionship with them, partnership with them. We also do severe weather drills. Those will be coming up here pretty soon. And then finally, we also do, to the best of our ability, the bus evacuation drills with the schools.
And I'm just blown away by how much, I think people don't realize how much intelligence really goes into the fire investigation and fire safety. We have these books right here that you guys will see, and these books are filled with everything that these guys need to know. Yeah. And they have to know it for the job.
Yeah, so when they first come on, as an example, all of our firefighters, we've got recruits that are going through training right now. And it's months long to learn how to respond to a medical emergency, how to respond to a fire. And we're an all hazards department, so that also includes, hazardous materials and, all kinds of stuff, technical rescues. We have those response type things. That's what we teach them first because they're primarily first responders, right? But as they progress through, they gain experience, and then finally when they get into this department, which is our fire safety division, now it's a whole new set of codes and standards and everything else, because you have to understand basically what it is you need to look for and what the code says. And then of course, saying that the building is up to code, it sounds easy, but it's up to code for whenever the building was built. So if the building was built 20 years ago, whatever codes were in place when it was built, those are the codes that it's under. And 10 years ago.
What you've kind of been explaining throughout the day today is that, a lot of lives can be saved by making sure that these apartment buildings are up to code, because those sprinklers kick in, stuff like that. Even if it catches fire, the people are still able to get out safely, and that's why it's so important.
Yeah, absolutely. So, from time to time, it's rare, it's more rare in the United States, but from time to time we see some real tragedies when it comes to fire. Almost all the time it's not one single thing. It's multiple things that cause the problem. But wherever you see large loss of life, apartments, hotels, whatever the case may be, typically you're going to find that there's some code problems there. And that was the real reason. The thing that could have been adjusted to make a difference. Yeah.
Well, Captain, thank you so much.
You bet.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and be sure to watch more segments from Marketplace on News Channel 20.